Hey guys, what's going on today? I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a minute since I put up a traditional video like my old days, but I just finished editing a lot of photos today. And, ooh, come on, try and get this level. There we go. And I was super happy to be able to do so much work this past week. I shot for 2 different apartments. I've got 3 scheduled for the next week. They had some maintenance stuff that needed to be done, and I also shot for a duplex for a guy named Isaac, and I also shot a home over in Whitestown for him too. So the photography business is starting to kick up a little bit more. Isaac and Taylor are both now more solid clients that I'll be working with in the future, and I'm really happy to have the opportunity to work with them. Isaac he's a property manager for a lot of rental houses, as well as he also sells a few every once in a while. So I'll be doing work for him on that front. And then Taylor, she's a property manager for apartment complexes. Some here in Carmel, a lot down in Brazil. And then the next couple of months, I'll be spending quite a bit of time down in Brazil, Indiana. And I will be taking you guys along on the journey with that, which I'm really looking forward to. She has around 20 or 25 apartment units that need photographed down there. So we're trying to figure out what needs to be done for them. But I'm also trying to put some of the money away for taxes. It's overexposed by a lot, but this is the lighting I'm working with right now. That's what we got to do with. So I'm trying to get better at taxes, especially when it comes to... That's a little bit better. I'm gonna flip that light on. Especially when it comes to putting away for that money, and also being able to have enough to take home a little bit to help with rent, and also to save for better equipment. Now the photos I'm getting with my real estate business with my Canon 80D and 10mm camera, or 10 to 18mm lens, are getting really good photos. But sometimes in low light, videos can be a big issue. Getting good photos with this camera, with this lens, is perfectly fine. In some cases where I've seen people shooting with a full frame camera, they usually get 2 to 3 images per room. But since I'm shooting with a crop sensor and a 10mm lens, the crop is 1.6 times. On a 10mm, it becomes a 60mm lens. So I'm shooting 4 to 5 images per room, 1 from each corner, and then 1 from head on facing the window, or wherever the best direction of light is coming from. So I found a way to work around it, but being able to get good images in general with this camera is 100% possible. I'm going to do a full camera review for real estate photography about this with this camera, because I haven't seen anybody do that, and I want to give a in-depth review and video about how I've liked using the Canon 80D for photography, not so much video, because it is a crop sensor and you can't do multiple exposures with video for obvious reasons. If you don't know anything about it, is because with multiple exposure photography shots, you move the shutter speed to get different amounts of light. You don't want to move the aperture because that's going to take away the focus, and you don't want to move the ISO because that's going to introduce more noise. By moving the shutter speed, you're keeping the shutter open longer or shorter, allowing more or less light to get into the camera. And when you do that and you get 3 or more photos, doing that, you're able to merge all of them in Lightroom and then get a full image with high HDR, which is something that Apple iPhones also use, but with cameras you're able to do more with it. And HDR means high dynamic range photo, or high dynamic range. But since I just edited probably around 200 photos over the last day, I'm gonna take care of my kitchen because it's looking like a mess. So that's the plan for tonight. I asked Zeus if he wanted to go BYE, but I took him for a walk because I just realized my kitchen's in horrible shape right now. It's messy. I've cooked a lot recently and haven't cleaned up my own mess. I've also got DoorDash orders sitting on the counter from when I ate them. So I do need to clean up my kitchen, but I just wanted to hop on and give a little bit of an update since a couple videos passed. I was really down in the shit, and now since my spirits are feeling a little bit lighter, and I found a couple of solid clients, I'm going to be able to move forward and start to get past that negative shit. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to come on and say, and I hope everybody's doing well and is super happy and healthy and is enjoying 2022. And I hope everybody's families are doing well. And if you haven't seen my channel, I should introduce myself. My name's Tristan. I'm a real estate photographer and YouTuber on here. If you like this kind of content about photography, videography, lifestyle changes, or lifestyle life, feel free to drop a sub and drop a like. Leave a comment if you have any questions below. Or tell me what kind of camera, if you're a real estate photographer or looking to get into it, what kind of camera do you use? I'm making a lot better with eye contact with you guys right now. I've just noticed that. What kind of camera do you use for your real estate photography? And what kind of questions might you have about it? So I know what kind of answers I can bring you or value I can bring you. Anyways, I'm going to hop off. I hope you guys have a good night. This is just going straight to upload. This is shot in standard profile, so there's nothing going to be done with this video. But yeah, that's really all I got. Oh, update on Zeus actually. My boy, Zeus, he has a dental infection. And it's not too good. I'll bring you guys in a little bit closer so the audio's a little better. He's got a dental infection right now. So we're working through that. He's on 10 days of antibiotics pre-dental. He's going to get a couple teeth pulled, it looks like, and probably clean off a good portion of them. And he's also got 10 days of antibiotics after the surgery to keep the infection down. He might be going on some pain meds after that, but he has like a swelling in his throat, like right around here, but on him, on the right side. Speak of the devil, who you barking at? Who you growling? What'd you see? Oh, you see the big old floofy tail over there. I have my 10 to 18 on right now. I can't zoom out that far. Oh, that's a golden retriever. That's a Goldie. Those are very nice dogs, Zeus. You're a little terror to other dogs. But he ended up getting a swelling. I noticed it 3 days ago on his neck, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't really think much of it until he yelped out the other day, 2 days ago now, in pain from it. And I called the vet, Dr. Carter Veterinary Clinic here in Carmel, Indiana, and I reached out to him. He got me in during his lunch hour because he thinks it could have been something serious. Thankfully, it wasn't. Some dogs will get that if they have bad teeth. Which his left side for his teeth is pretty clear. It's just a little brown, typical wear and tear, but that's probably because he's more comfortable eating on that side because of pain coming from molars on his right side. And his right side has tartar buildup like none other, so we got to get that cleared off and get him taken care of. He's probably going to lose a couple teeth if they're wobbly. Hopefully the doc doesn't have to actually pull any and they just fall out because then it's cheaper vet bill. But I'm going to go through my finances tomorrow probably with you guys and tell you guys what I'm working on getting done, paid for. Currently I'm behind on my car payment. I've got like $270. Actually, I've probably got like $340, but I'm also currently negative $300 in my bank account. I'm pending payment from a client. So I'll have to reach out to her tomorrow to see what the hell's up with that. But I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm going to hop off here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.